Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about time. The blessings go by in seconds, but the years, man, they go by quick. Here's a fun fact. I used to be a DJ. I know. Me getting up in front of people and talking real fast and acting like a fool without getting nervous. Right. Okay. Some days that feels like it was a lifetime ago. Other days it feels like it was just yesterday. But it was almost 40 years ago. 4 decades. Wow. My love of music hadn't changed, but my idea of being able to make a good living, yeah. Hey, you can't do that in music unless you're one of a very, very few number of people. Why am I bringing this bit of trivia up, you wonder? You see, at that time in life, my idea of a good time was toting around a bunch of 45s, popping in radio carts, and making mixtapes. Man, I thought that was the bee's knees. Time moved on. Over the years, I finished college, got a couple starter jobs, and then I ended up getting a hold of a job at Radio Shack that really started my life down the career path that I'm on today. And about 4 years after that, I ended up at the company, AT&T, that I'm still working with today, 3 decades on. And about a couple months away from it. And over this time, some friends have been here for a season. Some friends have been here literally for a lifetime. And some people have went home to New Jerusalem. Some of my loved ones are, like I said, still here today. A couple years ago, I was one that almost went home to New Jerusalem. But through it all, in this household has always been faith, hope, and love, with the greatest of those always being love. And today we're lucky enough to go see some dear friends that we haven't seen in at least a decade, maybe a little more. We keep up with them on social media. Maybe that's why the Spirit laid this one on me today. We're excited to finally sit down and give them some hugs and handshakes properly, but it's been a long time since we got to do this. But time, we'll continue to move on. And as it does, we'll make sure to keep those friendships close, because Christ had reminded us that in his second greatest commandment that, first is love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Second one is love others as yourself. That's very important. And the Bible verses today are Proverbs 27. And as far as questions go, when you look at time, the things get a little bit easier over time. Just a thought from a guy that's extremely lucky to look back over time with a smile. God bless you. Have a great day.